So we find the right way to sit so we are very comfortable and relaxed. And at the same time, we can be attentive. Okay? We really practice attention. Attention for me is like emptiness. So when we pay attention, let's say we pay attention to our right hand, the main droit, and we wait a few seconds, maybe after a while, we'll have a certain sensations, different impressions. Maybe heat, maybe cold, maybe needles, maybe something feels good, maybe there's pain, maybe we don't feel anything. We just know we are being attentive to our right hand. And next, we move the attention to our left hand. Doesn't matter in what position the hand is, we are just being attentive to our left hand, paying attention, and maybe a certain impression begins to appear, to manifest itself. So now we pay attention to both hands. Next, we pay attention to our right foot, le pied droit, from the ankle down. And we wait, we just pay attention. And in the same manner, maybe we'll have different impressions beginning to manifest themselves. So we continue to the left foot. And again, we're being aware of the left foot, allowing it to appear. For me, it is like gaining volume. It begins to manifest itself. So now we can pay attention to both feet and both hands. And at the same time, we make sure our posture is relaxed and comfortable. Next, we move our attention to the navel center. The navel center is really just below the navel. It's in the centre du nombril. In Chinese, it's called Dantian. In all traditions, it is a center for action. We really, anything we want to do initiates from this center. This is the right way to act. Another thing is that the navel center is the place we can store infinite amount of energy. In Chinese, one of the points there is called Qi-hai. Qi-hai is the sea of energy. You can maybe imagine this a point of emptiness which is there. And emptiness can contain infinite amount of easiness. So this is a place we can store energy. If you happen to meet somebody with a lot of energy, you can feel his energy coming from the navel center. The third thing that relates to the navel center is that it is connected to the big intent, whatever that is, big intent. Or the absolute, or the source, whatever you call it. So once we are more connected to ourselves and to our navel center, can be in touch with the big intent. And the more we are connected to the big intent, it affects our intent, which connect to the big intent. And then we just flow with the big intent. Sometimes we have special moments like that. For me, maybe other people have more. So really, when we practice what we do here every week for a year now, we pay attention first, we pay attention to our neighbors. And then we allow this emptiness, this attention to expand or to extend downwards to the feet. So we begin to be aware of the lower part of our body, from the navel center to the feet. And then when we have a certain impression of the lower body, without letting go of this part of the body, we bring our attention to the crown and we allow the attention to spread from the crown downwards, all the way down to the feet. So really we use our physical body, the way we know it, as a point of reference. And then we allow this emptiness, this attention to fill up the whole body as we know it. So now I'm sharing my experience with you. I feel myself like a bubble of vibrations. And if I close my eyes, it doesn't have the form I know of my body. So it can be with eyes closed or with eyes in the peripheral view. Peripheral view is when the eyes are a bit turned outwards, so the mind is more silent. And I don't know why, but I call this the first step, to be aware of our body. So when we have our impression of our body, the next step is to connect to the earth. And the earth is our world. So usually I describe it. We have two main ways to connect to the earth energy. One is we are surrounded by the earth atmosphere. So all our body is covered with a fluffy nice feeling we call the earth energy. We are covered from the outside with the earth energy. And then we can fill up our physical body with earth energy. Usually the easiest is through the centers in the feet, the centers around acupoint kidney 1, la première acupointe de la reine meridian. It's called in Chinese the bubbling spring. We saw a kibub, I don't know how to say it in French. So we allow the energy from the earth to go in through our feet, to fill up the feet. And it is similar to inflating a tire. The energy goes in, fill up the feet, the ankles, then it goes up, filling up the calves, the mollet. And when the calves are filled up, it fills up the knees, les genoux, and it goes up the thighs, cuisse, all the way down to the pelvis. So now the pelvis is being filled up with earth energy. And it is coming up to the lower abdomen, to the navel center. And then it goes to the upper abdomen, to the chest, the poitrine, until all the body up to the shoulders is filled up with earth energy. And from the shoulders, it flows down to the arms. Il coule de l'épaule jusqu'à la bout des doigts. So it flows all the way to the tip of the fingers. And then when all the arms are filled up with energy, then it fills up the neck, gorge, and the head, until everything is filled up with energy, earth energy. So if you pay attention to yourself, maybe you can distinguish of the earth energy from the outside. It's like a blanket. And the earth energy from the inside. And in between, there is something we may feel it belongs to us. Well, this is the second step. And the third step is to enlarge our sphere of awareness, our bubble of perception, to include all the participants in a way that everyone is inside our sphere of awareness, so we can create rapport with them. Rapport for me means there's a direct connection between the energy bodies. So we can feel everybody else. So if this is the 3 steps, so we'll do the 3 steps again, quicker, okay? So the first step, la première étape, is to être attentive à soi-même, be attentive ourselves. So we move our attention from the crown downwards through and around the body, all the way down to the feet. And we wait to see if we have a certain impression. We can go over several times. This is one way of doing it, of practicing it. We put our attention and we allow it to infiltrate our physical body till we have an impression of ourselves all the way from the top of the head to the feet. Et peut-être encore une fois, très attentive à le courant par le corps jusqu'à les pieds. C'est la première étape. This is the first step. Second step, la deuxième étape est de relier ou de connecter à la terre ou à l'énergie de la terre. Connect to the earth energy. So we can feel it from the outside. Our skin touches the earth energy. Our skin touches the earth energy, so we can feel the earth energy from the outside, covering us, protecting us. And from the inside, we allow it to go in through the feet, feeling our body from the feet upwards, feet, ankles, les pieds, cuisses, les mollets, les genoux, les cuisses, and the pelvis, abdomen, poitrine, les épaules, les bras, jusqu'à les bouts du doigt. Puis le gorge et la tête. So we have the earth energy inside us and outside us. Nous avons l'énergie de la terre dedans et dehors. This is the second step. C'est la deuxième étape. Et la troisième étape est élargir la boule de perception, la pression. Et pour que tout le monde sera dedans. So all the participants are inside our sphere of awareness. And so we create rapport. We don't even know it. If we try to say things about it, we lose the connection. So it's very subtle. Okay, now just feel yourselves. Okay. Next, maybe we do some movements, which we often do we'll do some brushing maybe, so we can stand up, okay? If you can see me. We'll do different kinds of brushing. I'll show it so you can see if some of you. We brush the arms. The direction is on the outside of the arms. This is the yang part. We go from the back of the fingers to the shoulder and then we turn. And the inside we go out. Okay? So this is the direction we brush the feet, the arms. Okay? The same on the other arm. So while we do it, we root. Okay? So we stand with our shoulder distance, shoulder distance between the feet, and we move from the navel from one foot to the other. So we bring up the energy or the tension, go down. This is rooting, one way of rooting. Okay, so we just use our tension to move. Okay, and when we do it, I put my right hand on the back of my left, and I brush up and then down, up and down. Okay, so what I do while brushing, I root. Okay, very gently, no force. Do it 5 times. This is 4 and 5. Now we change hands, so we go up and down. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Change hands again. So while doing it, we stimulate the meridians that go to the chest. On stimule la méridien qui vont à la poitrine. Okay. Change hands. And we stop and we feel ourselves. Just feel yourselves. Okay. Another thing we do some brushing on the legs. So I'll show you how I hold my fingers like this. It's like a tiger claws. And I go downwards like this. And when I go up, I just brush with my whole hand. So we go down on the young meridians. In the front, this is the stomach. The side, this is the gallbladder, vessie biliaire. En arrière, c'est la bladder, le vessie. Okay? So we go down with the back of the fingers. And when we go up, always on the inside, the 3 in meridians, we go upwards. Okay? So we do 3 times up to the knees, each direction. And then we go all the way down to the ankles. Okay, so we go, this is 1, and we go upwards. 2, to the stomach all the time. 3. Now the vesicle biliaire, sides, 1, go back on the inside. 2, 3. Now the back and the vessie. 1, 2, and 3. Doing this, we stimulate the energy. We don't have to do it many times, few times. So now we do the same thing, but we go all the way down. Okay, so we begin with the stomach. We go 1, and go up. Don't rush. 2, and 3. Now the gallbladder meridian on the side, vesicle biliaire. 1, 2, and 3. And now the vessie, bladder in the back. 1, 2, and 3. And just feel your body now. Feel your body. So I don't know if Marie knows about rooting. We'll just go over it very quickly. Again, you can imagine you have a ball, empty ball, very tiny ball of emptiness just below the navel. So we move it with our intent. We move it to the side gently. The knee is not locked, so it rolls down the leg just below the foot. And then it hits the floor and it comes back up. It bounces back up, goes up. We move it to the center. And then it goes down the other way. So it's like we are sinking down because we just follow this tiny bottle. Lift it up and then down. Up and down. We hardly use any muscles. It's really moving this tiny empty ball for tension from side to side. I'm just using my hands to show you. Okay. So it goes up and down. Now with the right hand, I go down and fill it up, and then I pour whatever I fill up. Fill it up with energy and pour it down. Okay? The hands is not so important. Most important thing are the feet. Feel how we sink down every time we move sideways. Now we add the other hand. So when we fill it up, one hand flows to the other hand. So we create a ball of attention or a ball of energy, ball of chi. So if we continue doing it for several times, we might feel the energy. Okay. 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 So now we'll stop and we'll just condense the energy, like condensing it, making it more dense, more powerful, more with our intent. And when we have enough energy, we bring it to the ears without touching. Closer, and then further. Smooth it there. So see if you can hear any sound. Maybe you hear the sound of the sea. Okay. Another way of gathering energy is like shaking. So we shake, leaving the heels on the floor. Les talons sur la terre, and we just shake like this. And then we shake the hands sideways, forward, up, to the back. And then we bring the hands together. And we condense the energy. Again. When we have enough energy, we bring it close to the eyes without touching the eyes. And see what impressions you have. Just move the hands all the time. Bring them to the eyes. Maybe you feel heat, maybe you see colors, maybe you don't feel anything, whatever. And last time, again, shake the hands. And make a ball of energy. Condense the energy. And when we have enough energy, we put it on the navel center. And allow the energy to go in. Just feel your body. I want to tell Marie that now we are going to close the session and start again in 15 seconds or so. So don't go away, okay? I close it now. And then I open again. So you have to go in again. C'est clair? Okay?
T'as compris, Marie?
Ok.
Okay.
Ouais.